João Félix is one of the most talented footballers on the planet, and he tried to prove that in a loan spell at Chelsea after a few unsuccessful seasons at Atletico Madrid. And there were some glimpses of greatness, however, for the most part the loan was unsuccessful. He returned to Atletico Madrid, with it looking like he would spend another year in the Spanish capital. However, he went and professed his love for Barcelona, and now this entire situation is messy. In this video, I'm going to be talking about the João Félix situation. If you do enjoy the video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you are new, and let's get into it. The start of the 22-23 season for Atletico Madrid was uninspiring. They were already out of the title race by October. They finished bottom of their Champions League group. It wasn't looking good. Felix wasn't at his best, but in all fairness, none of the Atleti players were. Felix was probably still annoyed from the summer window where he was heavily linked to Manchester United, but nothing really materialised, mainly because Atleti valued him at 80 million euros, which United weren't going to pay. In the January window, he was linked to Man United again, but Chelsea had emerged as the frontrunners, and they paid a massive 11 million euro loan fee for a man that would only play 6 months. Felix would make his debut in the Premier League in an away match against local rivals Fulham, and in the first half he was inspiring. He showed his class. Chelsea looked like they'd finally got their man, and then in the 58th minute he went and got sent off. And that kind of sums up his loan spell at Chelsea perfectly. It was hit and miss. It could be good and then it could be bad. He scored a total of 4 goals in his 20 appearances for Chelsea. Now, to be fair, they were absolutely terrible in that 6 months. You can't be too harsh on Felix. Felix does not want to play for Atletico Madrid. He's made that clear over the last 12 months, and he's obviously the caliber of player that should be playing for one of Europe's biggest teams. He's made that clear in an interview he recently did in a very stupid way. He has said, and I quote, "I'd love to play for Barcelona. Barcelona has always been my first choice and I'd love to join Barca. It's always my dream since I was a kid. If it happens, it will be a dream come true for me." Now, typically when you play for Atletico Madrid, one of Barcelona's biggest rivals, you don't profess your love for Barcelona. How do you think that makes the fans of the club feel, the people working for the club, the manager, the other players? And if you are going to profess your love for any club, why profess it for Barcelona, a club that just cannot afford your 80 million asking price? Did he not see a few weeks prior they weren't able to get Messi on a free transfer? Maybe say how much you love Chelsea and say you might want to go back to them. They're not a rival of Atletico Madrid. Atleti fans might not be that hurt about it. They might understand it. Don't start talking about how much you love Barcelona, one of Atleti's biggest rivals, because that's just going to create an anger between you and the fans. It's essentially the same thing as going up to your girlfriend that you've been with for 4 years now and you tell her, "I'm in love with your sister. I hope one day I can be with her. I'd love it." Do I think João Félix at Barcelona would work? I do. I think he could do a really good job at that Gavi inverted winger role. But why would Barcelona spend 80 million when they don't have the money and they already have a very talented 18-year-old who is from La Masia? Simeone has responded to the comments saying, "The most important thing is that none of us in the team is more important than Atletico Madrid. Atleti is much more important than all of us." And Felix should realistically have a lot more respect for a club that broke their club record transfer fee, spent over 100 million on him, and he's really failed to live up to expectations. He's been underwhelming. To be honest, I don't see it ever working out at Atletico Madrid. I've said it before, it's just not the right team for him. He needs to be playing in a team that is always on the ball, that allows him the space, allows him the creativity that he deserves, that suits his playing style. There is no doubt he's a very talented player, but that won't be unlocked at Atletico Madrid. If we had to pick the perfect club for him, I probably would pick Barcelona or Man United, but I don't see either of them paying that amount of money, especially Barcelona. It's almost guaranteed they won't pay that money. So I honestly see the only club paying the money for him, and I think it would be a good move, is PSG. They've just lost Messi, could potentially be losing Neymar, probably will lose Mbappe. They're going to need some forwards, and Felix is available. Would he want to play in the French league? Probably not, because at this stage of his career, he probably wants to be staying in Spain or going to England or maybe Italy. The French league is his only option right now. There's been talks of a loan back to Benfica, get his confidence back. That might work. That could be a good move. But permanent transfer wise, I see PSG being his only real chance. He can go there, become the superstar, and then maybe get a big move into one of the bigger leagues. Or he could just give up on his footballing dreams and ambitions and move to Saudi Arabia and just secure the bag. You never know. But let me know what you think about the João Felix situation. I think it is an absolute mess. He's been very disrespectful to Atleti, and if I was an Atletico Madrid fan, I would be absolutely raging. Thank you all so much for watching this video. Make sure to leave a like if you did enjoy, subscribe if you are new and you want to support the channel an extra bit more. Feel free to become a channel member. The first episode of the Dugout podcast was released yesterday, so if you want to check it out, link is in the description. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.